Epstein saga. But Jennifer, my understanding is, as I was looking at this, he was being looked at and being investigated for a while. I mean, if you go back to August 2019, when there was a vow from prosecutors to look at not just Epstein, but anybody he was connected to, why now is the trigger pulled? Why now did they arrest him? What do you think was the tipping point to really set off this arrest? How does that usually work?
There again, it's always very complex. And when you're going after a person of this stature, a high, kind of a high profile target, you have to have all your ducks in a row. You have to make sure that you can make whatever you're arresting him for stick. You need to make sure that there is no way that it looks like you're doing this prematurely. You want to make sure everything is together in a nice tight package before you finally make that move. So I imagine that it took them quite some time. And as long as they're keeping track of him and they know where he is, then they're going to get all of that, everything right in a line, and then go for it when they know that they are ready and they know that they can stand by what they've done. So it just takes a long time to
But
do that, unfortunately.
and Jennifer, these charges, when you talk about rape, sexual assault, human trafficking, isn't it tough to prove with forensic material at times?
It can be. And so oftentimes we're using that, we're using video, surveillance, phones, text. You're really diving into more of the cyber world, which is, forensics, but it's just a sort of it's a different sort of um, type of evidence than we're used to. It is because so many of these crimes are from so long ago. You're really looking at the victim's statements, then you're trying to corroborate their story by where they were and who they were with and who they told. And then you're looking at, you're just trying to find some sort of evidence to back that up. And sometimes that's videos, pictures, photos, that kind of thing. So that kind of work is it's just difficult. It's difficult. It's tedious. It takes a long time to make sure, again, that you are ready to make that move.
And this is just another associate of Epstein who is caught up. We've been wondering and waiting to see who else would be arrested. And we're going to focus next on the arrest of in charge of Ghislaine Maxwell. How might this affect it? But first, let's go back to William F. Sweeney from the FBI, who was listing the charges back in the day against Epstein a long time ago. A lot of things have changed, but yet the narrative and all the allegations have not. Watch.